Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading. So if you guys want to see what is coming in this reading, let's tuck in, get a comforting beverage, and let's hang out and read some cards. If you are seeing this video, I'm actually currently out of town, so this is the only video you will get this week. I do apologize, but I am going to have some life updates at the end of the month, maybe into October. Just hang in there with me. I will be back to getting you life updates very soon. If you are seeing this, I'm actually in France right now, so I'm very, very excited and pleased to be seeing the sights and traveling with my dad. So, yeah, I'm not home right now. That's future Meg's problem. Today, Meg is going to be getting you some cards. So, before I do that, I want to let you guys know that if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I put new work up on my channel. I get encouraged by seeing all of that, so that lets me know that you like what I'm making for you. So yeah, let me know by doing that. I have also included links to my social media and my website, so if you want to see more from me or get in touch with me outside of YouTube, you totally can. As far as readings go, I don't have any available, and they won't be available until the end of the month when I get back, so I will let you guys know. But if you are interested, I'll let you guys know when the slots open up again. But if you guys are interested in the meantime, go ahead and get in touch with me. There's a contact form on my website, and that'll let me know that I have some interest in commissions. So, yeah, I think that's all the housekeeping I'm going to do for now. So let's get into the reading. This is hopefully going to be a smaller reading than the last couple of videos because I've pared down the decks, but we do have a new deck that I want to try out with this reading. So, I'm excited for that. If you've never seen a reading done with me before, what I like to do is I will read cards out of the middle of the deck, so these cards in here, and I will also take the bottom card as the hidden energy and the top card as the clarifying energy. So let's get into it finally, right? Okay, so we've had a couple pop right off the top. I'm going to treat them as our middle cards. The first one we have is Lepidolite. This is asking us to call on our dreams, recall what the wildest dream we've ever had in our life is. And maybe ask yourself, what would it look like to you if that dream came true? Right? Ooh, okay. Ooh. I'm getting excited already, right? Yeah. What's your wildest dream, and what would it mean to you if it came true? There's Lepidolite. Next card, we have Rainbow Obsidian. I like that it's in a heart shape, because if you can't see it, there's the taglines up there. But this is talking about healing your heart. There's some lingering pains, some lingering hurt that hasn't been addressed. And I feel like that's holding you back a little bit from achieving your wildest dream, right? Some things are not fully actualized, some emotion hasn't been addressed or properly taken care of, and again, it's not doing you any good. So perhaps the call here is to maybe feel your feels, and once you're done feeling those feels, just let them move on, let them go. It's not doing you any good to continually recall those toxicities and those negativities, especially because the first card out is talking about your dreams and what you would need to do in order to achieve them. Okay, so that is Rainbow Obsidian. We also have Red Jasper, and this is talking about taking action. Okay, so what did I just say? Recalling those wildest dreams and making them come true. Yeah, here we go. This is exactly what this reading was meant to illustrate for us today, I think. And I did also mean to say that this reading is timeless. Whenever this reading finds you, you are meant for it, and you are meant to have it in your space. So if this is resonating with you, it's time to take action. Okay, maybe that's easier said than done. Again, those emotions I talked about might be really overwhelming. And again, I hear you, I love you, and I love you enough to tell you the truth on that matter. You do need to take action. And it is absolutely easier said than done, because I've been in places where I've known I needed to do something different. And I just, nope, don't know what to do, holy crap, what do I do, right? Let's use that idea as a way of revealing the hidden energy and clarifying what that's going to mean to us. So here's a Red Jasper. Let's see what we can do to reveal that energy. So the hidden energy in this deck is going to be the Chrysoprase. Allow yourself to receive. You're missing information. You might have a very large sense of pride that, no, I got this, I can do this for myself, I don't need help, blah, 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 whatever that might look like. Stop. This is holding you back. Your sense of pride is holding you back. Okay? It's never a bad thing to be self-sustaining or self-sufficient, but it's not entirely unlikely that you're going to need help too. I think the fear in asking for help is that you're admitting to weakness, and that's not, I don't think that's a particularly healthy mindset to get into, because if you're on the street and curbed and you don't know what to do with yourself, even though you have what it takes to get out of that, sometimes asking for help is the best thing you can do, and allowing yourself to receive that help, allowing yourself to receive that generosity is never a bad thing. The situations might be such that you have been denied help, which hurts, and I'm really sorry if that's the case for you, but this card is asking you to open up and receive the help, receive the blessings, receive all the good and beautiful things coming to you, because I feel really confident and safe in saying that they will come. Yeah, you have a lot of good and magnificent things coming to you, but you have this call to action to actualize your dreams. Okay, but maybe there's some lingering pain around having to ask for help, and you're shamed into thinking, oh, you're so weak for asking for help. Okay, clearly the person you asked for help is not meant to help you. No, see you later, right? They might have hurt you by saying no, but you still have this call to action to move on from that negativity. Didn't serve you. Did not serve you, okay? It's time to receive the help that you were meant to have and you were meant to get, okay? So, here's that chrysoprase. Hold on to that. Let's see our clarifying energy, garnet. This is gonna, opening yourself up is going to allow you to ignite your passions. And it will help you achieve that wild, crazy dream you've always wanted to go for. Okay. Let's go with that. We're going to move on. Here's our garnet. We're going to get into some tarot to see what might be going on, what else might be going on. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we're using the Daily Crystal by Heather Askinosie. So that's where we started. Here's our passion, here's our garnet. Let's see what our tarot has in store. We are going to use the movie tarot for this portion of the reading, and we're going to continue to tell the story. So, the first card we have coming out of the deck is the Ten of Coins. Okay, so immediately I'm getting that maybe your wildest dream in life was to start a business. Maybe it's to run a company or some big dream that I don't think anybody saw you really going for, right? They might have put you down. They might have been like, really? You're serious? You can be a business owner? Are you sure? You don't have any experience. Well, duh, no, I don't have experience. But that's why I'm going for it. I had been told a friend in this regard because she wants to do something similar to me. But she doesn't, neither of us really have a good idea of what to... I don't want to say that. Neither of us really have had the educational experience of running a business. But here's the thing. We both have internet connections. We both have a brain in our skulls. There's nothing you can't learn. There's nothing we couldn't learn. There's nothing you can't learn either. Okay? If you've been all over YouTube, you've probably seen sponsored videos for Skillshare. I would encourage you, if you're in this position and want to learn something, go look at Skillshare because it's geared towards learning and things like that. So, anyway, back to the original point. The point is that this goal, this end finish line, seems to be that you have grown in abundance and wisdom. Certainly your financial and material resources have grown as well. And the thing is, you've worked really hard in the first portion of this reading to open up and to ask for help when you need it. And you've received, like I said, you've received the good and wonderful blessings that have been waiting to come to you, okay? Maybe this is a healthy home and happy family. I don't know what it looks like for you, but it's looking pretty dang amazing, okay? So don't give up on that just yet. So here's the Ten of Coins. The next card, you have the Knight of Cups. So there's something, you've taken action on those things, and I feel that it is safe to say that you've taken action based on your emotional, based on your emotions, right? This is definitely, this is definitely a passionate and powerful time. And another thing that you're realizing is what you bring to the table, what you have to offer. Because this Knight of Cups is he's holding out. He's holding out this cup saying, hey, look at what I got for you guys. I can contribute to this. I can make this happen for you. I also think that it's kind of poignant that this is the Dread Pirate Roberts from The Princess Bride, and immediately he, right at the beginning of that movie, this girl tells him, go draw some water. Okay, as you wish. He's offering the water. So, he's offering a lot. Another way I'm going to read this is that this is the helper that is coming to you from the Chrysoprase card that we pulled from the Daily Crystal. So, keep your eyes open, keep your heart open. There's a lot happening with you, and you know what that situation looks like. So here's your Knight of Cups. Next card from the middle. Again, we have the Ten of Wands. This came up in another video, and there's a lot of responsibility. It's interesting. Okay, we have a lot of responsibility and a lot on our plates right now, and it's okay. I think I interpreted this card as a heavy burden and a thing you weren't necessarily ready for, but by letting go, opening up, doing all the work, Spirit's telling you that you can shoulder this weight. This is going to feel feather light in a few weeks, okay? Just keep going, keep journeying for the long haul, because you're not alone, and you won't be alone in carrying this, okay? Kind of switching gears a little bit, I'm reminded of Footprints in the Sand. If you've read that story, if you've read that poem, it's talking about God and Jesus, but I'm going to be interpreting that as you're not alone, you're not walking alone. You're shouldering a burden with your divine helpers. You're not doing it by yourself, okay? So this Ten of Wands, again, will feel feather light very soon. Just stick with it, okay? Stick with it. Here's the Ten of Wands. So we're going to move on and get our hidden energy and our clarifying energy. So let's see what we have. We have, for our hidden energy, we got the Ten of Cups. Okay, yeah, we've got the Ten of Cups. There is a very abundant, beautiful, peaceful, harmonious, just freaking amazing energy after all of this, right? Oh yeah, you definitely got here. You deserved it. You deserve this, okay? You know how I said you weren't alone in the last card, okay? That means for me that this card came out because part of the way I interpret this is that there's love between you and a partner, a significant person, that transcends physical time and maybe a physical body, as I poke myself in the face. Yeah, you've earned it. Again, there's so much good, beautiful, amazing energy coming to you. But you gotta stay the course to get here, okay? Yes. Okay, so here's the Ten of Cups. That's our hidden energy. Let's see our clarifying energy. Yeah, you've been through some shit to get there. Specifically that you've had a lot of anxiety. You've had a lot of stress. This is the Eight of Swords. You've had some shit go down in your life, and the secret of this card is that you're not trapped at all. Okay? Typically I've seen this card as there's someone bound in. The swords are creating a perimeter around this person and they're kind of tightened in. No. It doesn't have to be that way. And again, easier said than done, Meg. I absolutely agree. But you're not trapped. You can still go. You might not know how to get out of that perimeter just yet, and it may end up hurting you, but it may end up, being physically difficult or emotionally difficult. I feel better saying emotionally difficult because swords are a lot to do with the mind and intelligence and things like that. You can get out if you change a little bit in your perspective. You'll get out. You'll get out. And going back to the original point, you've done that work. Because hell yeah, look at what's coming up next. Okay. So yeah, let's leave it there. Okay, let's leave it there. Let's move into our next deck. This is a new deck, and this is called The Soul's Journey by James Van Praagh. I'm going to read these kind of as guidance for just the reading in general, but I'm hoping that it is going to, I'm hoping that it is going to continue the story of the Eight of Swords. So we'll see how this goes. Again, this is a new deck, so I don't know how the energies are going to play just yet, but let's see. Let's do the same routine and see what comes up. So, in the spirit of continuing the story of the Eight of Swords, let's see how this goes. So, the first card that is going to come out of this deck is Service. I thought I was going to get this card. I did have a look through this deck when I bought it. So the first card is Service. I feel good when I can help others. Perfect card to come out first. Because if we're feeling trapped, if we're feeling lost, if we're feeling down, if our energy is vibing at a lower frequency, nah, we're no use to anybody. We might be able to fake it, but if our tanks are running on empty, there's no way we can do this well, right? This is, I did mention that swords tend to associate with mental health for me. When I'm depressed, when I'm upset, when I'm anxious, I don't function. I just cannot function. There's no helping it. I do not work for that day, and I have to work on distracting myself in some way to even feel a little bit normal, right? When we're trapped, can't do it. But here's the thing, again, going back to the main point, this card is telling you you can get out of this depressive episode and you can move on, so you can be in good service to others. So, let's see what else we can come up with. Here's Service. We have Forgiveness as the second card. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Feeling trapped by old energy and negativity is not going to do you any good. It's not going to be helpful, and it isn't going to serve your higher purpose. Sometimes, I had a conversation with an important person in my life, and they were not, to be honest, they were not happy with some actions that I had taken. And they let me know. Oh boy, did they let me know. But in their anger, I don't think they realized their part in me leading up to those decisions. It's past, it's okay. But I chose to forgive their anger, and I chose to forgive this person's hurtful words, because some words were used that really did hurt my feelings. And if they see this, to put the flip side on it, I acknowledge my fault in it as well. And whether you choose to forgive me for my decisions or not is up to you. I don't resent this person, because I need to move on, and I need to. I've got plenty of life left to live, as far as I can tell. Who knows whether I'll be here tomorrow? But forgiveness is important, because whether the person you choose to forgive really deserves it or not, holding on to the negativity and the pain and the hurt that maybe other people have caused you, maybe you're hurting yourself, maybe the forgiveness is on you. Maybe you need to forgive yourself, is what I mean by that. Holding on to the hurt is going to poison you, and poison other people far more than any chemical probably could, because with some chemicals you just go right away, right? Toxicity of negative emotions is far more damaging because it lasts, and it lasts a long time. Okay. Acknowledge those resentments and let them go, and learn to forgive, because it'll open up a lot of space that might not have been there. Again, you have a lot of good and beautiful energy coming into you that you need space for. And the only way you're going to make space is to forgive others for their hurts and their aches and pains. Okay? Resenting that isn't going to serve you well at all. Forgiveness. Okay? We also have grief coming out as well. And this says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay. Here I'm feeling a little bit called out. Not called out necessarily in a bad way. But to this day, there's still a lot of grief over what happened with my mom. If you are new here, I will tell you that my mom passed away from cancer when I was a teenager. And, the grief, the pain, the hurt of being there with her, not to trigger anybody, but I was with her when she passed. I'll always have that. Okay. Now, 15 years later, 15 years and some change later, I appreciate all the more what she gave for me. Ultimately, she gave me my life. Okay, I wouldn't be sitting here if it weren't for her. Not to be graphic, but my dad had a help in that. All I'm saying, you guys get it. Hopefully you're old enough to understand what I mean by that, and we're mature adults. So don't get funny in the comments. But the point of that is that I have my life because my mom gave it to me. Okay? And certainly there are some situations where, you might be grieving a loss like that, and it hasn't been a nurturing experience. And for which case, I'm very sorry for that. But a loss, it might be hard to see, and it might be hard to understand it this way, but a loss might mean a new beginning. And again, I get it if you're saying, well, Meg, that's weird to say because it's hard. I know. Trust me, I know. I would often say right at the beginning, the worst has already happened to me. What more do I have to fear? Plenty, as it turns out, actually. The point is, I appreciate my mom for getting me here. There was lots that she'd do for me and my brother that I wish I still had the opportunity to experience, but the flip side of that is now that I don't have my mom with me, I haven't had her for a number of years, makes me appreciate all of the things that she really would do for me. So, yeah, there's grief. We'll leave it here. Table just shifted. Go figure. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, that took a deep turn. But that was the third card out of the deck, out of the middle of the deck. Let's see what our hidden energy is. Okay, we have loneliness. And again, I keep preaching this loud and clear, especially with all of you who are having some stressful moments. You're never alone. You are never alone. This is such a lesson for me to learn, because for a long time, especially in school, I didn't have any friends. I was the bullied kid, okay? And for a long time, I would feel so isolated, so hidden away, so closed off, because I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want to get hurt. Who wants to be told they're weird? Who wants to be told they're fat? I didn't. And you know what? Guess what? I own my weirdness. I own my bigness. I'm not a tiny person. I've never been a tiny person. I wasn't born to shrink, okay? Neither were you. Neither were you. I'm gonna start crying in a minute. Oh my God. Neither were you. You're never alone, okay? Sorry, guys. So if you were ever the bullied kid, if you are the bullied kid now, I'm so sorry, honey. It does get better, and I love you so much. You are welcome here. You are welcome here, okay? You are never alone. You are never alone. Yeah, I'm crying. Hold on, guys. Dang it. I'm not editing this. I usually don't edit my videos. But yeah, I guess I needed to hear that too. Here's our hidden energy. You're never alone. Let's see the top card. Yeah, we have acceptance coming out as well. I'm learning to accept things that I cannot change. Yeah, you are absolutely good the way you are. You are beautiful and gorgeous the way you are. And I think when you learn to accept the things that people tell you they dislike about you, you are going to see the world open up. You're going to be able to be open. And when people tell you that, oh, I don't like the way you're wearing your hair, I don't like your shoes, I don't like this, I don't like that, whatever. I accept it. My heart's open. My energy is protected enough to accept your words, but I don't have to live by them. I can't change that you don't. You probably will never like me. There's probably nothing that I could do to make you see how you're wrong. But I accept that I am the way I am. I'm here for a reason. You are you for a reason. I can't control what you say about me, but I can control the way I act as I'm listening to your words. Okay. I hope that made sense. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm learning to accept things that I cannot control. Okay, so I'm gonna call that reading there. Thank you for tuning in. I know we got a little bit deep, so if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them with me. Something's going on out there. I'm curious to find out, but let's finish this off. Again, if you liked the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and bell buttons. You already know what to do. So hopefully I will see you in the next video, my loves. Thank you for listening, and I love you so, so much. Stay safe, everybody.